This is Don Hurst at Highland Hill Farm. He's the oldest craftsman in Bucks County, and he makes all kinds of little things that we give away at the farm. It keeps my father busy. He has a job to do, and here's his job. He makes targets like that.
This is from scrap too.
Yep. And what he does is we go down shopping every day at dumpsters, and we find pieces of cardboard that can be recycled, and he cuts it up, and then he makes targets out of it, and he gives these targets out. He also recycles old spools, and this is an old spool that he's recycled.
I've cut the flanges off, and I've reserved the plastic tube and the cardboard.
Turn it so they can see the hole pop, and that's the hole for a bird box. So he makes these into small bird boxes, and you could put these under the overhang of a building or under a barn roof, and the birds can find it and make a little nest there. So he gives these things away that he makes, and he's asking you that if you have any craft supplies that you want to get rid of, he'd be glad to take them, because he puts them into his craft supply area, and he uses this to make some of his little gadgets. So he can use, you know, if you have little buckets of paint that's left over, paint brushes, scrapers, little tools, maybe some glue, caulking that you don't want. My father would be glad to take it, and while you're here, go home with some targets or a free bird box. So give us a call if you can at 215-651-8329. This is Highland Hill Farm, and Don would be glad to get you a bird box or a couple of bird boxes and some targets. Thank you. I'm Bill Hurst, and this is Marge, my wife. We're here at Highland Hill Farm on Route 313 in Fountainville, PA. These are a 9 to 10 foot green giant. The green giant is a very fast growing tree. It can grow upwards to 3 feet a year. And as you can see, it's measuring to 9 foot to the end of the main body of the tree, and the little tail that goes up we don't really count. These trees can be planted from 6 to 8 feet apart in straight rows or staggered rows. We do deliver and plant them up and down the East Coast, and they're great for windbreaks, screens, and buffers. If you have a heavy population of deer, the tree will be damaged slightly. What you might have to do if you have a lot of deer, you may have to spray it with some deer away. But generally speaking, if you have a minor deer population, like a deer every week or every other week walking through your yard, this tree will not be bothered. If you have a minor deer population, even the emerald greens can be eaten alive. So we recommend the green giants for a lot of windbreaks and screens and buffers, for their deer resistance, their bug resistance, and another good feature of this tree is that it grows predominantly with one single leader, as you see here. Now this leader can almost be bent back to the ground. It's a very tough plant, and it takes a lot of abuse, and it can withstand a lot of wind and snow damage. It's forgiving on the soil types, and it can take a little bit of shade. The reason it can take some shade is, as you can see, it's a little bit open. A very close, dense tree like the emerald green can take no shade, but the green giant is more open, so it can live in a shaded environment. So give us a call. These are our 9 to 10 foot green giants at 215-651-8329. Thank you.